Mnangagwa is expected to form a transitional government that would rule for 5 years, after which the country would hold elections, sources said. His mandate, according to the military plan, would include restoring the rule of law and stabilize the economy. Read MORE Zimbabwe coup of Robert Mugabe in 36-hour standoff with army as he refuses to resign. The fierce battle to succeed the 93-year-old president came to a head on Wednesday, when the military effectively seized control of government and launched a crackdown on what it described as criminals around Mugabe. He has been held in his Blue House mansion under house arrest for some 36 hours now, but it is still not clear whether he is with his wife Grace, or if she has managed to flee the country. AFP Mnangagwa and Mugabe are vying for control of Zimbabwe, however he may still relinquish control of the troubled southern African state. And after a motorcade was seen outside his house, the Zimbabwean MP for Northern has said he expects Robert Mugabe to concede his presidency soon. Temba P. Meliswa tweeted, "Two military choppers land at State House. The generals refused to meet RGM at his Blue Roof residence as it is not an official residence. This is why the motorcade is being seen. He is likely to concede. Expect an announcement soon." Reuters. The Zimbabwe army took control of Harare on Tuesday night. Reuters. Robert Mugabe has ruled Zimbabwe for 37 years. Read MORE Zimbabwe. Exiled PM Morgan Tsvangirai returns with Robert Mugabe fate still uncertain. Own source, a senior member of Tsvangirai Movement for Democratic Change MDCT party, said an agreement had been made and was a done deal. But others claim it is unlikely the president will stand down, disputing claims his resignation is imminent. Mugabe, 93, has ruled Zimbabwe for 37 years and is still seen by many Africans as a liberation hero. He is insisting he remains Zimbabwe's only legitimate ruler, an intelligence source told Reuters today. It's a sort of standoff, a stalemate, a source said. They are insisting the president must finish his term. Saturday, November 18, 2017, a man walks past a military tank parked on the side of a street in the Zimbabwean capital Harare on November 16, 2017, a day after the military announced plans to arrest. Meanwhile, others claim Mr. Mugabe is stalling on any resignation in a bid to buy more time. A source close to the generals negotiating with Mr. Mugabe has claimed the leader is refusing to immediately step down amid talks with military officials at the State House. The source, who chose to remain anonymous, said they met today. He is refusing to step down. I think he is trying to buy time. New pictures from Zimbabwe's Herald newspaper show Mr. Mugabe sitting in an armchair wearing a suit and tie, along with military commander General Chiwenga. Defense Ministers Sidney Sekerame and State Security Minister Kembo Mohadi are also pictured speaking with South African officials alongside Catholic priest Fidelis Mukonori. South African Defense Minister Mapisonke Kula and State Security Minister Bongo are also in attendance as the pressure mounts of Mr. Mugabe to step down as president. AFP military chief stormed into broadcasters in the beginning of the Zimbabwe coup. Mugabe's detention comes after the Zimbabwe army seized power overnight with gunshots and explosions heard in the capital, after military bosses stormed into the national broadcaster to take control of Zimbabwe in what has been described as a political coup. Mugabe sacked Mnangagwa last week in favor of his wife Grace, a decision that may have triggered Wednesday's coup. It is also unknown how the political crisis will play out and whether Mugabe will return to the helm of the party or whether his former vice-president Emmerson Mnangagwa will take control. Mnangagwa has been mapping out a post-Robert Mugabe vision with the military and opposition for more than a year, says intelligence reports according to Reuters. And it seems he is well supported with those in Zimbabwe. AFP. The fierce battle to succeed the 93-year-old president came to a head on Wednesday. Former Finance Minister Tendai Biti announced he would be happy to cooperate with any government that emerges from this week's military takeover, but only if opposition leader Morgan Tsvangirai was also on board. "If Morgan says he's in, I'm in," Mr. Biti told Reuters. "The country needs a solid pair of hands, so one might not have a choice. But for now, the country remains under the control of the military, who continue to deny claims their actions amount to a political coup." Zimbabwe's former opposition Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai returned to the country following the house arrest of Robert Mugabe, saying the president should resign in the interest of the country after the military seized power. "In the interest of the people, Mr. Robert Mugabe must resign and step down immediately," Tsvangirai, leader of the Movement for Democratic Change, told a news conference, reading from a statement. Additional reporting by Vincent Wood.